Hello, I'm Amanda Lago and you're watching Rappler Talk Entertainment. I'm here today with Julia Barretto, the lovely Julia Barretto,
Hello.
who is here to talk to us about her upcoming film, Between Maybes.
Yes.
So, it's a very exciting film, and thank you for being with
Oh,
us
thank you for having me.
today to talk about it. So, Between Maybes, it's the newest Black Sheep film. We know
Yes.
Black Sheep is like, you know, all these killing movies that hit you right there in the
Yeah,
feels.
but painful.
Yeah,
Painful,
so
romantic.
is this film gonna be like that? Tell us about
Yes.
Oh, no.
Straightforward. No. What's nice about this film is that it gives you a joyous journey and ride while you're watching the film. But there's so many layers to it that might just, um, break your heart a little bit, or it's quite. Um, I don't know. It's like how I describe the film sometimes to other people. It's like it makes you happy for the moment, but it makes it painful because you know that it's not. You don't know if it's gonna last.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, you're so happy watching the good moments, but it's just the thought that it may not last. That's why it makes it even more painful.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't know. Like, am I gonna be sad about the fact that it might not last, or should I be happy because this
Yeah.
moment is a happy moment?
Or just feel both.
Yeah, or
both
maybe you can feel
emotions.
both. I don't know.
Oh wow. So audiences are in for quite the ride
Quite the ride,
emotionally.
yeah.
So what's the story? What's the story about? Like,
Okay, so I'm Hazel in the story, and Gerald is Louis. Louis is the son of two. Okay, si Hazel na lang. Well, so si Hazel is an actress back in the Philippines who lost control over her life and just got tired of all of the chaos back home, and all she wanted to do was leave and find some peace and quiet for once in her life, because she's been in the industry since she was young. Louis naman is the son of two immigrants, and then but he was left in Japan. He was allowed to stay, but the parents were told to go back home. TNT, di ba? Yun
Yeah.
naman tawag doon, di ba? And then so they meet. They cross paths there, and then we'll see kung ano yung magiging purpose nilang dalawa sa buhay ng isa't isa. So I can't tell much,
yeah.
but
But that's the
yeah,
basic.
they will cross
story.
paths, and we don't know if it's gonna last or not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm excited and
Yeah,
scared.
Yeah, I know.
So Hazel, you mentioned that she's an actress who lost control of her life. She's been in the industry since she was young. So it's very much like your
Relatable
li- yeah,
for me.
because you've been acting since you were little.
Yes, right.
So what else? And you mentioned that before, that you like the character because you can relate.
Relate
to
to
her.
her.
Yeah. How else are you guys similar?
In so many ways. Hazel has been an actress for almost all of her life. And then she just at some point got so tired of a few things that she was dealing with back home that turned her into the person that she really isn't. That it made her an angry person, that she became misunderstood because people didn't know what was happening to her. But she was always coming from a place. There was a reason why she was becoming the person that nobody really liked anymore. She was misunderstood, and I can super relate to that. I get misunderstood a lot, and not even just me. I feel like a lot of people do get tired of the chaos at some point in their lives, and we look for peace and quiet also somehow. I mean, I'm sure you've experienced that,
Yeah.
and it's nice because both Louis and Hazel are both very relatable characters.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about the film, is that it's so easy to relate to them.
Aside from the characters, what else drew you to the film? What else made you say, okay, I want to be part of this project?
First of all, it was shot in Saga, Japan, and I have not done a film abroad, so it was my first time to experience
Oh,
that.
okay.
And I wish all of my films were just shot in a different
Yeah.
country.
I mean, it
That's
was
how good of an
beautiful.
experience.
Yeah.
And the story was really nice. It was simple storytelling, but it had so many layers to it. So I like that. It's saying a story so simply, but it goes deeper than that. There's more to it than just whatever you're seeing. Yeah.
And while you were filming this all, and of course you're playing a character you can relate to, is there anything you realized about your own journey in show business?
Right. Well, I'm glad because I was able to figure out and find out some things about myself before I filmed. So everything that Hazel was going through, I already had gone through. So I just incorporated that for Hazel, because I knew that later on Hazel was gonna end up realizing the things I realized. So well, if you watch the film, you'll see the transition of Hazel wanting to get away, and then the journey of wanting to get away and then wanting to go back to her life. But she's gonna be torn between the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think so. I guess she's gonna have
We don't know.
a reason. Okay, we don't know. Let's
we
not.
don't know if she's gonna stay for the person she loves or she's gonna leave for what she loves to do.
Okay. Oh, and that's a very relatable.
For everyone.
Yeah,
That's
because
for everyone.
do you follow your
Heart,
passion or your
passion, your heart, right?
Yeah.
Or what's best for you, right?
And you're playing the lead role opposite Gerald Anderson.
Yes.
That's a tandem that I guess no one expected.
Yeah.
So, whoa, Gerald
Yeah.
Anderson, Julia Barretto. How did that feel when you knew that he was gonna be your leading man?
Actually, I had an interview earlier asking me if I knew that someday I was gonna work with him. I said in that interview that I actually knew that someday I was gonna be able to work with him, because I had always been open to working with him and to even actors who slightly are older than me.
Yeah.
And to people, it is definitely very unexpected and, of course, sudden. But, well, maybe because I set my mind to it already, so it wasn't as shocking to me.
Yeah.
And it was something very exciting and something that I had looked forward to because there was going to be growth
Yeah.
in it, and there was going to be so many things I was going to learn working with him. And true enough, there were plenty of things I learned also
Yeah.
and picked up from him.
For instance, like what were those things?
Well, Gerald is a walking encyclopedia, so he knows pretty much a lot of things. And
So like he's just like throwing trivia out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's nakakaaliw because it's not every day that you get to work with somebody or you get to talk to somebody na you're just walking and he just knows the reason to so many things, right?
Oh, wow.
So you kind of learn from it.
And you were in Japan, so you were like,
Yeah.
may tour guide ka na
Right,
rin.
exactly. I know.
Cool.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
And you did film the whole thing, you said, over 2 weeks in
2
Japan?
weeks, yeah, almost 3.
Yeah.
Almost 3, yeah.
Wow. So that's
Yeah, pretty long time.
long na pala for a movie, like filming a movie, 3 weeks?
No, just
For a foreign film.
for abroad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
To be away that long. But I wish I had stayed there for a couple more months. I really had a good experience shooting with everyone.
What was it like? It seemed, I mean, it was such a beautiful place.
Everyone had such a light time on the set. It almost felt like I can't express enough how light and peaceful it was working with everybody. From our director, our staff, our crew, our producers, my co-actor. Everybody gave each other an easy time at work. And it even helped even more because it was such a peaceful place to shoot.
Yeah.
So, it was quiet. We were unbothered. Because
Really?
usually when you're in Manila, you're like asking so much people to keep quiet. Kasi
Yeah.
ang ingay-ingay, di ba? Pero there, it was almost like, it was so easy to shoot.
Very Japanese, very zen.
Zen.
Yeah.
Very.
And there didn't look, it looked like there were no people around.
Right? Yeah,
So it was
exactly.
it was really that
yeah.
empty.
Yeah.
Wow, Saga Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm inviting everybody to go visit Saga, Japan.
Would you go back?
I would really go back.
Yeah, probably with your family.
Yes.
Yeah. So, in the trailer, like, yun nga, it looked so quiet.
Yeah.
It looked so empty.
Yeah.
How did that affect your performance? Parang hindi ka ba nahiya na, oh my God, I'm gonna be saying my lines in this quiet
No,
place?
actually, it was so helpful because you're able to focus more with no distractions at all. So, syempre, as an actress, you really want to focus on the things you're asked to do. And then, syempre, you internalize by your character, you motivate by yourself. So, it's nice because I didn't have any distractions at the time. There were no noises, there were no people nagging you or bugging you. Or it was a great time to be alive as an actress because it
Wow.
was tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for your first experience filming abroad.
Abroad,
wow.
diba? So thank God that was my first experience abroad.
Yeah. Would you go film another? Where else
I
would you
wish
want
all
to
of my films were shot abroad. I wish I'd experienced Europe, other places in Asia, um, or somewhere nobody really goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this one, I don't think
Yeah.
people know about. I mean, it's the first time
Yeah,
I've heard of
me
this
too.
place in Japan.
Yeah.
So I'm sure after this movie,
Marami na.
yeah, a lot of
Marami
people
na.
will
I'm
flock
glad.
there.
I'm glad because syempre, Saga Tourism,
Yeah.
we got pretty close to them, so
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
They showed you around and stuff.
they really took care of us while we were
Yeah.
there.
I'm sure the food was amazing because it's Japanese food.
It's
Yeah.
the best.
So you've starred in quite a lot of romantic movies already.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like one of the go-to leading ladies siguro sa business.
Thank you.
How do you make every role? Parang, because if you think about a romantic movie, not that it's formulaic, but you know, there's a pattern. Like boy meets girl
Right.
and stuff like that. So how do you...
Cat dog and then fall in love.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you make it fresh every time you star in a romantic movie, especially this one?
Yeah. I feel like the older you get or the longer you are in the industry, you kind of learn how to collaborate with the people you're working with. So, first step pa lang syempre when they pitch a story to you or they tell you about a concept, the people from like let's say Black Sheep or like Star Cinema, they're very, very open to collaboration. So they're very open to the things you have to say, you recommend, you suggest. So you're able to throw in some questions and then some things you wanna do differently from the past that you've done because you would know it naman yourself, diba? So I think collaboration with the people you're working with is a big factor to really molding a different character para lang hindi maging same sa mga nagawa mo na. Collaboration, being open and having opinions and good criticism sa mga sasabihin sa'yo na stories or concepts. And collaboration with the director and your
Yeah.
co-actor is very important. So, that's what's nice with being able to work with different actors is that it's a different collaboration all the time. And
Yeah.
different directors, it's different collaboration also at the same time. Parang
Iba yung
you feed off of
chemistry.
each other also.
Yeah.
And then the chemistry is different with each person or the friendship that you build with other people is different also. So, it naturally becomes different.
Yeah.
Diba? But
All these factors
Yeah.
come into making it a fresh experience
Yeah.
every time. Yeah. So you mentioned you collaborate with, I guess, building your character and bringing her to life. So what
Yes.
was it about Hazel that was like your input?
right. It was just so timely because, I had just been going through what she was going through. And I also went away. If you don't know, I went to South America. I was there for a pretty long
Oh
time.
yeah, I saw your
Yeah.
photos.
That was my getaway. That was me trying to find my peace. And that's what Hazel exactly did also, right? She tried to get away to find her peace. So I could very much relate to her in so many ways.
Yeah.
In all ways,
Yeah.
actually. So I was so open to Derek. I told Derek everything that I went through and what I did and what I realized at the end of my trip. And it's exactly what Hazel did.
Yeah.
So it was so easy to get into Hazel's world because I was going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I had a soft spot for Hazel. And maybe that's why I fell in love so much with her.
And I guess that makes this film more personal than most.
Very personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it easier for you as an actress, or how is it different playing someone who's completely different from you and someone
You know,
who's
yeah,
you
it's
relate
nice to work on a character that you can relate to, but it's even nicer for me to do a character that you can really not relate to
Yeah.
because it opens so many doors for you. You open yourself to that character's pain. You open yourself to that character's joy, that her habits, the way she thinks. It's a completely different person, and then you try yourself to be that person. So it's like these are new feelings, new pain, new things that make you happy. So you kind of grow as a person because
Yeah.
you're introduced to different types of emotions
Yeah.
and feelings and thoughts, and it makes you grow as a
Yeah.
person. So it's nice. I like being able to I like being a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's the nature of your job, and that's what's
Yeah.
fun about being an actress. You get
Yes.
to step into
And there's
all
an
these-
outlet all the time.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
And your characters in the movie, your character falls in love. I don't know. We don't know. She falls in love with Gerald's character Louis,
Yeah.
and then based on the trailer, from what I saw, they start a romance, but it has a deadline.
Right.
So it's not a given happy ending, or maybe happy, but
We'll never know.
yeah, they could
diba?
end up apart but still be happy.
Yeah,
You know? So it's not your typical happily ever after love story where they ride off into the sunset.
Right.
Why do you think it's important for love stories like this? It's not really the usual kind. Why?
Because
do you
it's
think
realistic. It's very
Mm.
true to life.
Yeah.
Let's face it, we don't all get our happy endings.
Mm.
And I like films that have endings that are realistic.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you watch a movie and then it gives you a standard and then you expect it to happen in real life, and when it doesn't, it just makes you really sad, right?
Yeah.
But so when you watch films like this, it's like, okay, this is the reality. This really happens. And then when it happens in real life, it's like, it happens for everyone, diba?
Yeah.
It's the
It's
normal.
more comforting.
Yeah, it's more comforting, and you know you're not alone in whatever you're going through.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe it just lessens your, syempre expectations have a huge factor in
Yeah.
when you get yourself hurt, diba? It's because you expect so much.
Yeah.
But it's refreshing kasi for me to have stories like this and endings like this, it's refreshing because ako kasi I'm a very realistic person.
Mm.
I used to be syempre we all have our side na hopeless romantic. Pero the older I get, the more realistic I am now with life and love and dreams and career,
Yeah.
everything.
So did this film make you even more realistic versus being the hopeless romantic?
Well, my hopeless romantic self loved the story of meeting somebody that you super connect with.
Yeah.
And then my realistic self accepted the fact in the story that, okay, we don't even know if
They're gonna
this is
end.
gonna last.
Yeah.
We don't even know if this is the right person at the wrong time. It might be the it might be the right person at the wrong time.
Yeah.
But that's my realistic self. But my hopeless romantic is, wow, you go abroad, you meet
Yeah.
someone and you fall in love and everything is so perfect.
Yeah.
And then snap to reality, it's like, okay.
So it appeals to both.
Yeah,
Both
right,
types of people.
right.
And both sides of
Right.
people. And I'm sure people will go to the cinemas to see the love story, to feel all those feelings
Yeah.
and feel the kilig. But it feels like, especially with what Direct Jason said, that he wanted to emphasize the isolation and the
Yes.
quietness of this place. It feels like it's more than just a love story.
More.
So what makes it more than just a love story for
It's
you?
because you're watching two characters deal with their own issues within themselves lang. And Louie and Hazel really want to isolate themselves.
Mm.
And it's also like it's a journey about two people just trying to figure out themselves, figuring out certain things about their life, what they really want in life. It is. It's a journey about two people who fall in love, and then two people in a journey of two people.
Growing on their own.
Yeah, or just finding themselves
Right. Separately also.
separately
Yeah.
also. And how did these two characters help each other in that journey?
Mm.
Right?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really not a guaranteed happy ending.
No, maybe we should watch.
Yeah. So what do you hope audiences will take away from this, other than the kilig, other than the hugot?
It depends on the person watching.
Mm.
Which part of the film are you going to be able to relate to? Which part of the film will hit something in your heart, diba? If you're someone who is lost, are you someone who wants to isolate yourself, or is it someone who wants to get away from the chaos? Is it someone who wants to get away and then fall in love? Is it someone who can relate to short-lived romance? Is it someone who can relate to right person at the wrong time? There's so many factors in the film that different types of people can relate to.
Yeah.
Diba? So I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know which of the so many things in the film you can pick up. Whatever they'll pick up, I don't.
Yeah.
It depends
It's up
on
to
the
them.
person.
Yeah.
What they're going through, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has something for everyone.
It
I
has
guess.
something for
Yeah.
everyone.
And I feel like, just talking to you now, it feels like this was a mature, like it's a mature film
It is
because
a mature film.
you teamed up with someone new,
Yes.
you shot abroad.
Right.
So after this whole experience, what else do you want to do? What are your plans for the future?
I just want to keep on working on films.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to explore and do more stories and films that are realistic and will challenge me as a person and as an actor, and want to be able to grow and as an actress even more, being able to work with different actors and directors and writers
Mm.
and yeah, I think I love what I do so much that I just want to keep doing it.
Yeah. And we're excited to see
Thank
what's
you.
coming up next. So this film, Between Maybes, it's gonna be out on May 15th.
Yes.
Do you like to invite everyone to go see the film?
Yes, I'm inviting everybody to come join Louie and Hazel escape from their chaotic lives. This is Between Maybes, directed by Jason Pollock, Samano under Black Sheep. This is out in cinemas May 15th. So we'll see you there.
Yeah, so everyone watch the film. Thank you,
Thank
Julia,
you.
for being with us here today. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen to
Thank
these two
you.
characters. Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. This was Julia Barretto, this is Amanda Lago. Yeah, watch Between Maybes.
Signing out.
Yeah.
Vlogger.